Okay, awesome. Welcome, everybody. This is Lisa Crisali joining you from Las Vegas. And go ahead and let us know where you are joining us from. We're going to be starting in just a moment. We're excited to have you with us today. Awesome. All right. So as you come on board, please put in where you are joining us from. Let us know where you're at, and we will be getting started in just a few minutes. All right, well, everyone's coming on board. So again, this is Lisa Crisali, and we have Lucio Crisali here as well. We're going to be starting in just a few minutes. And just to let you know again, please type in where it is that you're joining us from, and understand that with this platform, we have a 30 to 45 second lag time. 30 to 45 second lag time. So we're going to be asking a lot of questions. We love having interaction. Please go ahead and type in your responses, but it will take a little bit for us to get them, and we just appreciate. We'll get to all of your answers as you get as they submit into the process. Okay, so we will be rock and rolling here in 1 second. Just give everyone a moment while they come on board. Okay, we see we have. Okay, who do we have here? Oklahoma. We have Texas, New York, Oregon. Awesome. California, of course, always good to have California. Anyway, as you continue joining in, let us know where you are joining us from. All right, you guys, let's go ahead. We want to rock and roll because we got a lot to cover with you today. And here we go. So for many of you, you're joining us because you want to learn how to drive consistent sales and leads to your business while adding $10,000 or more per month to your bottom line. And guess what? This is without guessing where your next client may be coming from. So we're curious, how many of you guys right now would like to have a consistent sales and leads process in your business while adding $10,000 a month to your bottom line? Go ahead and type it in and let us know. It's right there in that discussion box, and we will be seeing all of your answers. So go ahead, type in there. And what about just wanting more leads, wanting to have a consistent flow of leads for your business? How many of you want more consistent sales for your business? What about just adding $5,000 or $10,000 per month to your bottom line? How many of you would $10,000 a month dramatically change your life and change your business? So we're curious. So go ahead, type it in there. We love your responses and appreciate your responses.
And when you respond, it's not how would $10,000 once, but $10,000 every month after month after month. And I'm not great at math, but if you take 10,000 and multiply it times 12, that's 120,000.
Yes, it is. Would that make a difference in your life?
So what kind of Ferrari,
business?
Lamborghini would you want?
Awesome. Yes, so let us know what a difference that would make. Our goal today is to show you the path to that $10,000 a month every month, and how to do it quickly, right? And how to have a steady stream of clients coming in. And the reason we're just kind of curious, you guys, as far as, answering those questions earlier. The reason we're curious is because when we first opened up our office back in 2004, we were staring at a $2,000 a month space lease, and we had no idea how we were going to pay that. Have any of you experienced that issue? And it was really, really interesting because luckily for us, while we were literally unpacking our boxes, we had just moved into our new office space, a couple walks by and they saw us moving in, and they stopped in just to kind of see what our business was and what we were doing. And we ended up connecting with them, and they ended up purchasing over $2,500 worth of products and services while we were there unpacking our boxes. Now, obviously, that took care of the first month of our 24-month lease, but it was also at that time that we decided to not run our business by the seat of our pants, hoping that we're going to get more clients, right? So we developed a system to make sure that we had a steady stream of clients coming in. So how many of you right now don't know where your next client is coming from? Go ahead and type it in the box. Do you know where they are, or do you just kind of hope that, you know, they're going to see your advertising or see something and come in? How many of you don't have enough clients to cover your monthly nut, right? Is it a struggle every single month for you to make sure that you're getting enough traffic in there? Well, we've been there, and we figured out a way to avoid these pitfalls, and not just for ourselves, but for our clients as well. So our clients cover the gamut of a variety of different health, fitness, and wellness industries. So gym and fitness center owners, nutrition store owners, chiropractors, bariatric and weight management centers. We've worked with personal trainers, fitness competitors, fitness experts, sports coaches, health coaches, dietitians, and nutritionists. So we know, we understand the struggles of each of these businesses and what it is that they face, right? Struggling to pay the rent, struggling to pay the employees. You know, how do you generate a consistent traffic and leads to feed your business? And then once you have them in the door, how do you enroll them into your programs? What actually sets you apart from the business down the street? And of course, that's what helped us decide to teach our program and to bring our custom nutrition software and our coaching to a much bigger audience of small business owners that were just like us, instead of working with private labeling and doing it for some big corporation like we've done in the past. And so we committed to create a movement of well-educated, certified fitness nutrition specialists to help us demystify nutrition on a much bigger scale and build successful, profitable businesses. Because we believe that small, medium-sized businesses are the backbone of our country, and our goal is to help as many of them be successful as possible. This is exactly why we developed a complete step-by-step system based on sound scientific principles and making it automated and easy for our clients. And we decided it was time to demystify nutrition and teach how to actually monetize your nutrition knowledge. So stick with us, you guys. We know you're busy, and we thank you for taking the time to be here and for staying until the end. And by doing so, we have a really cool bonus, and we want to bribe you with it, okay? I mean, we're going to be really upfront here. We're going to show you a way to get access to our upcoming live event. We'll share more with you about that, but we only do this a couple times a year. Now, it's normally $29.97, and when you stay to the end, we're going to show you how to get a free ticket to come and join us. Okay, that's an extra. Okay, so stay to the end. We're going to show you how to get the free ticket as opposed to paying the $3 grand that everyone else has got to pay. Okay, you guys good with that? All right, we're going to interact here, so let me know. Let's go. So for those of you who are just meeting us and joining us for the first time, I'm going to give you a really quick overview of who we are and why you should listen to us. So the picture up here on top, this is Lucho. And Lucho actually is going to share his story.
Well, yeah, so that's me. That's a much younger picture of me. I'm on a suit and tie there. And basically, I got a degree in food science, human nutrition, and exercise kinesiology. And I started working as a dietitian at Torrance Memorial Medical Center. And after working there for a while, I was talking to one of the top dietitians there who'd been there for 10 years. And she revealed to me that she was only making $25,000 a year. Now, this was back in 1998, 1999. And even back then, $25,000 a year in California was considered like living in poverty, you know, so minimum wage or at least close to poverty. And I thought, that's not good. I like making money. Do you guys like making money? If you like making money, go ahead and type in the little chat box that you like making money. And again, it's not all about money, it's about helping people. But you know, you've heard it many, many times, I'm sure, how when you're in an airplane and the oxygen mask drops, you have to put it on yourself first before you help others. Well, it's the same thing with your business. If your business is not making money, guess what? You're going to shut down the doors and you won't be able to help anybody. So the reason to make as much money as possible is because the more money you make, the more people you can reach and help. So because I wanted to reach more people, and that lack of income or income ceiling was preventing me to do that, I started looking around, and I ended up getting a job at the Sports Club Irvine Sports Club LA, and I became their head dietitian, and I became the Sports Club LA superstar when it came to sales. I pretty much broke all the records within record time, and I was selling more than pretty much anybody that had been there before. And it was at the sports club that I developed a truly systematic approach on how to counsel clients, because I was there from 6:30 in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, and I was working myself to death. I was making a shit ton of money, excuse my language. But then it became very evident that the money was important because I had to stay in business, and at the same time I wanted to have a life, especially since not only did the sports club allow me to set up a systematic approach to nutritional counseling, it also introduced me to my wife, and I wanted to have a life with my wife. She wasn't my wife back then, but you know, that was Lisa, and that's her picture, so you can tell right there that I married up by looking at the picture. So I'll let her take it up from here and tell you her story and how we ended up meeting and what happened from there.
So yeah, my background is really quickly. I actually had a degree in exercise physiology. I thought that I was going to be working with professional sports teams and working with them at the sports level. However, many of you know things don't always work out exactly the way you plan them. And I ended up spending 20 years being an administrator in a law firm, marketing for law firms, being in the corporate world. I always had one foot in the health, fitness, and wellness industry. I was a coach and an instructor for everything from skiing to martial arts to aerobics and swimming and all of that. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of how I kept my foot in the door until, of course, I met my big husband right here. And Sports Club LA changed everything for us. It was at that time that we really decided to branch off onto our own, and we took my background in marketing and his background in sales, and we combined them together, and we developed our company, Exercise and Nutrition Works. Okay, so we designed that together, and okay, sorry about that, but we jumped ahead there a little bit. Yeah, Exercise and Nutrition Works. So anyway, that was our company that we put together, and it was through that company that we put together this program and system that we're gonna share with you today.
And that's what brings us to the question of what makes this program different. And basically it's that most nutrition coaching information that you've heard and you've been taught is dead wrong. And by that I mean, of course, metabolism, absorption, excretion, protein, fats, carbohydrates, those still remain true today. But what they've misled you on is a one-size-fits-all baloney. A lot of these programs talk about a one-size-fits-all approach, like calories in, calories out, or 40-30-30, or 60-20-20, or the latest one, which is the somatotypes. And somatotypes are endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. Basically, I'm going to touch a little more on these, but you're cramming your client into a box, and you're trying to apply a one-size-fits-all approach to everyone. So that's the thing that really irks me, is when people try to use the same tool for every single job that there is to do. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to nutrition, and that's what is dead wrong. It is about customized nutrition plans, and we'll touch more in detail on that.
So again, over the last 12 years, we've worked with thousands of students worldwide. We've helped more certified fitness nutrition specialists make over $10,000 a month than anyone else in the industry, guys. So if you're interested in making or adding an additional $10,000 or more per month, then you're in the right place. We're the ones that teach you that. No one else knows how to do it like we do it, all right? That's what really makes us different. We want to also provide you guys the easy way. We did it the hard way, right? We discovered this the hard way. You guys get to cheat and get the easy way. So you guys want the easy way, right? The easy way is better, right? Let us know, give us some feedback, right? Say, yeah, okay, cool. So the hard way is this is what it's typically like. You don't know where your next client is coming from. How many of you have actually felt this pain before, right? Have you ever felt that you've got the crickets coming on, you don't know if you're going to have more clients or not, you don't know if you're going to have enough to make enough to pay the rent, right? How many of you felt this in the past or feeling it right now, right? You have more month at the end of the paycheck than paycheck at the end of the month. Okay, we know about this. It's hard, right? You're out there serving people and helping people. You know, you're telling them to be eating high quality protein, and you're eating mac and cheese, right? Not knowing how you're going to make ends meet, right? We know that. We understand that, and we understand that pain. How many of you guys have experienced that in the past, or you're going through that right now? Go ahead and type it in the box and let us know if you've had that experience, okay? Because we get it. So we were able to prevent the uncertainty of where our next clients were coming from by creating a system. And this was a system for generating leads, for enrolling the clients, and creating custom nutrition plans to serve more clients more efficiently, and here's the kicker, guys, with trackable results. So how many of you want the easy way to generating more leads, enrolling more clients, and making more money and saving you from hours of hard work and wasted time, right? I saw some of those in there before, right? So say yes, yes, yes. I mean, who doesn't want the easy way, right?
Absolutely.
So here's a few things that you're going to need to know. What you're going to learn here as we dive into this has absolutely nothing to do with the calories in, calories out, or cookie cutter approach to nutrition. We're not giving you marketing fluff and hype. We're actually going to show you some specific strategies that you can apply today. This isn't going to mean any 2-year internship, giving your time away for free. How many of you guys have done that before, right? We used to bring in interns to our business. We're going to show you how to cut out the hard way and plug in what we call the easy button into your business, generating those sales, generating the leads, right? And we're going to show you how you can get set up and get going in 3 days. Please understand this is our little FTC disclaimer that results are not typical. Okay, we're going to walk you through very specific skills and systems that are easily earning $10,000 or more per month right now. Our results certainly are not typical, and the average person who attends any of our trainings may not get these results. But listen, you guys, we're happy to show you exactly what is working for us and, more importantly, for our students, and we're going to show this to you for free. However, note that this is not for get-rich-quick people or amateurs, okay? This is real, this is working, this is applicable. We've been doing this for a long time. So here we go. The 3 secrets, okay? As you guys signed up for, you know that we shared with you. Secret number 1, what we're going to cover today, is how to generate more high-quality leads and the proven process to having a long line of clients waiting to see you. Who here in the room right now could use a line of clients waiting to see you? Go ahead, type it in there. Let us know. Who could use a line of clients waiting to see you, guys? We love to hear the feedback, so go ahead, type it in. Remember, there is a 30 to 45-second lag, but we are seeing your answers, so thank you guys so much for playing with us. Secret number 2, which is the NLP language skills to exponentially increasing your enrollments, or what we call closing ratio. This is going to guide you to find out what each client really wants so you can offer them exactly what it is that they're looking for. Now, in fact, this strategy we're going to show you is so powerful that this is really funny, but Lucho, this is what Lucho used to get me to fall in love with him, you guys. Okay, and it was pretty interesting. How many of you want to hear that secret? Okay, we're going to share that story with you. It's coming up. Okay, and secret number 3, which is the secret weapon to being paid top dollar for your services, right? We want to make this, first of all, as easy as possible. It can be hard if you're not using this secret weapon, but understand it's also very, very profitable. So we do have the easy button to create it for you, and it's going to be both easy and profitable. So let's go ahead. Let's dive in. We're going to show you how to apply the secrets now, all right? So not only am I going to give you the secrets, we're going to show you how to apply secret number 1 so that you're going to get at least 6 new consultations per week. Now, that may seem like a lot, and that seem like a little, right? How many for you would 6 new consultations a week be really awesome, you guys? Type it in the box. Let us know. Now, again, maybe you want 12 or maybe 3 seems plenty, okay? So, but type that in there, right? So we're going to show you the process for 6 new consultations a week. By applying secret number 2, we're going to show you how to enroll or close 30%. That's going to be 2 new clients a week, right? 30% of the 6 is 2. And then we're going to show you how to apply secret number 3, which is the process that we do to increasing your prices up to these $1,200 or more packages. Okay, so let's just use that number right now, right? So again, you're going to use, actually, secret number 2, you're going to use this cool language patterns that we're talking about, close that 30%, and then can you imagine bringing in these $1,200 packages, 2 of those a week, which is $2,400 in a week, $9,600 a month, or bring that all the way out, $115,000 in a year. Can you imagine if you're closing an additional $9,600 or more per month? Again, don't let these numbers scare you, because this is, again, if you're uncomfortable with that, you're in the right place, because we're going to actually show you how to do this. So see all those people here? Can you see them all lined up? Imagine that these people are lined up to give you money. Wouldn't that be awesome? It would, right? We all would love that, right? There's a lot of ways that we do this. Now, we do this through a variety of different strategies, meetup groups, and a bunch of different things. But I'm going to show you one strategy today, one actionable thing that you can do and start using right away. Because if you get this, it makes this process really, really simple. It's literally how to generate more high quality leads and the proven process to having a long line of clients waiting to see you. Okay, guys, remember, I want you guys interacting with me. I love interaction. So type that in there. Would that be cool or not? Or what, rather? Yes, that would be awesome. All right. So how many of you have done nutrition seminars before? Okay, so here's the question. Now this, again, I want you guys to start thinking outside the box. Now, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Nutrition seminars are really cool because you get people in, they get a ton of value, and at the end, you're positioning yourself as the expert, right? So it's a really, really cool process. So I want to, just by writing in answers here, how many of you on this webinar today have done a nutrition seminar? Have you done it in the past? Or have you thought about doing it? So let us know. Maybe you've been nervous or you didn't know the right way to do it or what to say, and we get that. In fact, a lot of the people that we work with have tried doing this in the past and they've actually failed because they didn't know how to go about doing it or structuring it properly, right? Or they wanted to try it and they're nervous, or they didn't know what to do, or maybe you haven't even thought about it. So type in there and let us know if you've done nutrition seminars, if you've thought about it. If not, if you're nervous, go ahead and let us know. And again, this is a really key pivotal point because having a nutrition seminar is one thing, but we're going to show you a really cool strategy that's very outside the box on what it really takes to take this to the next level. So this is one of our secret strategies. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to do a drum roll. And we use car dealerships. Now, I know you guys are going like, what are you talking about? Like, what does a car dealership have to do with a nutrition seminar? Well, stick with me, okay? So follow along here. It's a really, really cool, really unknown process. So what most people don't know is that car dealerships have conference rooms. Most of them have really big conference rooms. Why do they have big conference rooms? Because they have a lot of salespeople and they do their sales trainings there. They're also usually really, really nice rooms. And in fact, when you specifically target a higher end car dealership, so we're talking like Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Porsche, anything like in that range, right? They're going to have even better quality conference rooms, right? So more expensive cars equals better quality clients, right? These are higher net worth individuals. They're used to spending more on, you know, the things that they own, spending more on themselves, taking care of themselves, right? So it's a perfect environment, right? And it's a captive audience. It's a captive audience. So I know this sounds a little out of the box. However, understand what happens is when you come in there, most of these car dealerships would love to offer a value-added service for their customers. Okay, so it's a perfect match. You have high-end, better quality clients that are there. They're a captive audience. And in fact, many times these car dealerships will actually help you promote the nutrition seminar and even get more people in there. So there's a very, very cool process of putting this together. But you guys, this is an underground secret. We're actually sharing this today. And again, it's about thinking outside the box and doing something that's a little bit different that not everybody else in the industry is doing. So, okay, so we'll stick with that. And I want to share with you, this is actually one of our VIP clients. This is Dickens Fenelon, and we've been actually working with him over the last year. And he followed our What Works Nutrition Solutions system. We're going to share that with you in a little bit. And in 2014, now he started working with us in 2014, so not even a full first year. In last December, in fact, he was at $92,000 in income and working with us it was about 7 or 8 months, and he had just gotten to $92,000. His goal was to hit $100,000, right? That 6-figure mark. The beginning of December, he was at $92,000. He didn't think he was going to be able to make it. And by applying this strategy, this is so cool. He not only did he hit his goal of $100,000, but he actually surpassed it by over $6,000. And in January, when he did his numbers for 2014, he was at $106,000. So super excited. But by the way, here's what's even better. In 2015, he's now on track for over $200,000 utilizing these processes. So this is awesome, you guys. And do you guys see yourself doing this? Right? Can you see yourself doing that, right? Going into a car dealership and creating this really captive, wonderful audience. But guess what? Maybe you live out in the country somewhere. Maybe you don't live somewhere where you have access to those kind of dealerships. Maybe they're not that close to you. Here's one of our other VIP clients. This is Kim. And Kim actually lives way out in the middle of the country. However, she used the same strategy of the nutrition seminar, right? She didn't go to the dealership, right? Because she didn't have access to one really close by, but she did the same thing with her own studio. So again, let me know if you guys have your own studio or facility, because she did the nutrition seminar, right? And she closed over $5,200 in sales on her first seminar. And I think that was with 6 people or 7 people, something like that. $5,200. That was 2 weeks after returning from working with us personally. And of course, you can see the rest of her testimonial there. So again, the same strategy she applied, and that's nutrition. That's a secret number 1, which is the nutrition seminars. And guys, we've got a bunch of other strategies that we actually shared at our live events and ongoing in our coaching. But this is one simple and easy strategy to apply right out of the gate. Now, you've got clients lining up. But how do you have people to give you money and keep giving you money consistently? Okay, this stuff is so powerful. Not only does it work for people to give you money, but check this out. The NLP language skills to exponentially increasing your enrollments or closing ratio, which guides you to find out what each client really wants so you can offer them exactly what you're looking for. So these NLP strategies, or the NLP mind tricks that made me say yes, right? It's actually Lucho and I, and this is some of the processes and strategies that he used working with me.
Definitely, you can tell, like I said earlier, that I've married up. That's my wonderful wife right there, and that's a much younger picture of me. But it's living proof that it worked. You know, that it's you know, having somebody to say yes to marry you and spend the rest of your life together.
Yeah.
It's probably the hardest sale on earth. So selling nutrition is easy compared to death to your part, and 50% of everything you make for the rest of your life. So once you understand what NLP is and how it works, it's real easy to implement it. It's kind of like when you learn how to drive a standard car, a stick shift. At first, you have to think of when you put in the clutch and when you shift gears, but then you just do it automatically. And that's what happens with me now with NLP. I first learned NLP from an underground pickup artist, and I'm embarrassed to say that he was one of my clients. He came in to see me for a weight loss program, and he got great results. And when we got to talking, as he do with clients, I asked him what he did, and he goes, "Well, I teach guys how to pick up women." And I was like, "Yeah, right." So he said, I do it by teaching him NLP. That's how I learned NLP. And I tested it on Lisa, and of course it worked, and she said yes. And now here's the thing about NLP. We got married September 30th, 2005, and it's been 10 years. Ooh. So it's not just that I use NLP, but I used it with integrity. That's why part of our course, we teach you sales with integrity. Because if I had used NLP and fed her a line of baloney, I would have maybe dated her for a week or 2 or 3, and then she would have kicked me to the curb. But being that we've been together for 10 years, it shows you that when you apply these strategies with integrity, that they're amazing. And then I learned NLP, like I said, from that pickup artist. And as more I began to study it, I also started working with Tony Robbins, and I worked with him for 5 years, helping him lead seminars and so on. And that's why I learned how NLP relates to sales from Tony Robbins. And the results were amazing. I was already closing a lot of my clients and a lot of my sales. But once I started applying the NLP skills, my closing ratio went from maybe 40 to 50% to about 80 or 90%. Now, our goal is to teach you enough NLP to make you dangerous. No, not really. To make you able to elicit from your clients what it is that they're looking for, and to clearly explain to them how your services can help them achieve those goals. And by doing so, your chances of having them sign up with you will increase dramatically. So we want you to start with about 30% to go off, because that just works well with our example. If we get you 6 new people in front of you and you get 2 of those to say yes, and we show you how to increase your prices on your packages, whether it's $1,200 or $600, you can make an extra 12, 24, 3, 10, 5, 10 grand a month just by learning 2 real easy to learn skills. One is the NLP skills. The other one is the third secret that we'll show you in a minute. So NLP, in case you don't know, is been referred to as the owner's manual to the brain. And if you understand, there are a couple of really cool things. Like I said, literally, you can take your closing ratio from 10 to 20%, 20 to 30, however high you want to get. And some of you guys can really master it and end up doing 85 to 95%. But now I'd be happy with you guys closing at least 30% of your clients. Now, how many of you don't know what NLP is? If you don't know what NLP is, go ahead and type it in the little chat box.
Type it in the chat box there and let us know.
And NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which an easy way of saying that is it's the owner's manual to your brain. How would you like to have the instructions to how your brain works and a playbook that tells you how your clients make decisions, so that when you explain something to them, they will be much more likely to say yes, just like Lisa did.
Okay.
Now, NLP's been used, as I said, by pickup artists, by athletes like Roger Bannister, who was the first person to run a 4-minute mile, for therapy, like to quit smoking, to lose weight. We had clients here a few months ago that had a phobia of heights, and we fixed that in 20 minutes. And of course, for sales. And for sales and for motivation is what we're going to show you how to use NLP. And there's basically 3 keys that we're going to look at. Number 1 is that people are motivated by either moving away from pain or moving towards pleasure. So when your client comes in, the first thing that you would do is when they come in for a complimentary session, you would ask your client, so Mr. Client or Mrs. Client, so that I can help you best, what is truly important to you about a nutrition plan? So that's a clever way of asking them, why are you here? And if they say, well, I don't want to have another heart attack, what do you think that is? Moving away from pain or moving towards pleasure? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. And since there is a 30-second delay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say, well, it's a no-brainer. When somebody says, I don't want to have another heart attack, that is moving away from pain. They like to avoid having pain. If you ask them what is truly important to you about a nutrition plan, and they say, I'd like to get to 10% body fat, initially that sounds like they're moving towards a goal. And that's where you have to put in your Sherlock Holmes hat on and say, okay, perfect. So what's important to you about getting to 10% body fat? If they say, because that's how I feel best, because that's how I like the way I look, and that's, you know, a goal I've always wanted to attain, that's moving towards pleasure. If they say, because I'm tired of my pants not buttoning, well, that's again moving away from pain. So paying attention, one of the things Tony Robbins always used to say is the reason you have 2 ears and 1 mouth is because you're supposed to listen twice as much as you speak. So when you listen to your clients, they reveal to you in great detail why they're there and what's important to them. And if you can explain back to them how what is important to them is achievable through your program and through your support, then you have a match made in heaven when it comes to the client and the nutritionist or the health coach or the dietitian or whatever it is that you're working with. So that's the first one, pain or pleasure. So type in if you work by moving away from pain or if you do most of your decisions by moving towards pleasure.
I'm going to interrupt really quick. We're having a weird broadcasting signal. So can you please let us know that you guys are here and able to hear us, that it's broadcasting properly? If you could just type in, yes, everything looks good, or let us know if you're being kicked out or not. So again, just type in really quickly that you do have a good signal. Maybe we're just getting a weird signal on this end. So if you could please just type that in the box. Sorry to interrupt. Okay, we're good. Just go ahead and type that in. We're going to keep going here.
Okay. Yeah, I was checking because it says we're live. Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
So that's the first key. The second one is pretty interesting. There we go. The second one is that people either have an internal frame of reference or an external frame of reference. And again, there isn't what's right or what's wrong. It's just what is. Somebody with an internal frame of reference, if you ask them how do they know if this is a good program for them, they say, well, I'm the authority on my decisions. I know if it's good for me based on how I feel or based on the information I have or based on my training or so on. If they have an external frame of reference, if you ask them how do you know if you're doing a good job, they would say, well, based on my quarterly review or based on my client results or based on my paycheck or based on whether I get a bonus or not. So when somebody has an internal frame of reference, they are their own authority on what's good and what's not. And if they have an external frame of reference, they tend to base whether something's good or not based on the results their friends or family and everybody else gets. Like when you hear that commercial, 9 out of 10 dentists say for you to use XYZ, well, the person that's external will say, oh, okay, I'll go use that toothpaste because 9 out of 10 dentists say so. When an internal person would say, well, let me try it, and if it works for me, I'll keep using it, but if not, they can keep it. Those two are pretty easy to understand, and they're kind of a no-brainer, yet that nobody may have explained them to you in detail. And here's the most important one. The next one is how people make a decision. People either make a decision out of necessity or out of opportunity. And this is the major make it or break it one, because if somebody works out of necessity, they respond when you tell them that they need to do something. For example, my brother hates to exercise. And whenever he'd get home early, his wife would say, oh, great, you're home early. It's a great opportunity. Let's go to the gym. He's like, nah, I don't want to. So I shared with her the difference between necessity and opportunity. And I said, next time he gets home early, tell him you need to go change so we can go to the gym right now. So he got home early one day while I was at home for the holidays. And she goes, oh, you're early. Great. You need to go get dressed right now. We need to go to the gym. He goes, okay. So with him, he responds to necessity. He does things because he needs to, not because it's a great opportunity. Me, on the other hand, I work out of opportunity. So if you happen to tell me that I need to do something, you just broke rapport, and I may not do anything you want me to. So you want to ask people how they decide to come by. So when they make their decision, are they making the decision out of necessity or out of opportunity? So say, how did you decide to come see me for a nutrition program? They say, well, I really need to do something about my weight. Well, they work out of necessity. If they say, well, you know, I saw your ad in the paper, or I saw your ad on Facebook, or I talked to some of my friends, or I gotten as far, the reason that Lisa came, she works from opportunity. She says, I gotten as far as I could doing what I know. So I figured this is a good opportunity to fine tune what I'm doing and to get a tune-up.
Right.
So those are the three that go in there. Yes.
So type in the box, you guys. Let us know on these three key areas. Do you tend to work out of away from pain or towards pleasure? Do you work from an internal or external frame of reference? Thank you. Or do you work out of opportunity versus necessity? So go just type in. There's no right or wrong answer. Just let us know how you approach.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now here's the important part. And we do this for the whole first day of our 3-day events that we have. What we do is we spend the whole afternoon from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. practicing on NLP and how to do this and how your brain works and how your friends' brains work and your kids and all of that. But let me show you how to link all of these things together. So when a client comes in, you ask them what is truly important to you about a nutrition plan, is they say, well, you know, I really need to do something about my weight. So that ding, 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 need means they work out of necessity. Says, my friends have come to see you and gotten great results. That's external. And he says, and I really don't want to have another heart attack, or I'm sick of my pants not buttoning. That is moving away from pain. So that person works out of necessity. They have an external frame of reference, and they're moving away from pain. So you would go through what we call a complementary session, which we cover in great detail. And at the end of the complementary session, you say, well, Mr. Client or Mr. Prospect, you really need to look at this program because that person works out of necessity. You know how everybody else has gotten great results, and unless you do something right now, you're going to end up not being able to button your pants, or you may end up having another second and third heart attack. Now, if you were to tell me that, that would piss me off and I wouldn't want to work with you. But for somebody who works out of necessity, has an external frame of reference and moves away from pain, that's exactly what they need to work, to listen or to hear, so that they can motivate them to take action. Now, on the other hand, if somebody comes in and you say, what is truly important to you about a nutrition plan and how did you decide to come see me? They say, well, you know, I was driving by and I noticed your sign. So I figured, hey, what a great chance for me now that I have some time to go talk to somebody. I want to hear what you have to say because I know a lot about nutrition, but I'm always open to learning more. And I really want to hit my goal, and I know there may be something that I'm not doing or that I'm not tweaking. So they say I was driving by and that was a perfect chance. That's opportunity. They say I know a lot about nutrition, but I'm open to more information. That's internal. And I want to know if I can hit my goal by just tweaking a few things or moving towards pleasure. So at the end of your presentation, when you offer them the program, you say, hey, Mr. Prospect, you know, it's entirely up to you to take advantage of this opportunity because you're the best person to determine if the information that I shared with you is that one little tweak that's going to help you reach that goal much sooner. So I know this seems kind of difficult at first, but it's kind of like a mechanic. You're not going to use the same tool for every single job that you need. Like if you have a screwdriver, you're not going to drive a nail with a screwdriver. So you need to pick the right tool to do the right job. And in the NLP world, this is called their meta program. So you want to find the right way where their brain works so that when you express to them what you're able to do for them, they're more likely to understand it and say yes.
So we actually have a client of Sammy, who, you know, he was like, yeah, I don't know about this, right? Like, I'm not, you know, I don't know about Lucho and all this stuff. And we have some great testimonials with him on video, just saying it's crazy how amazing this stuff works, right? When you start utilizing those languages and giving the pattern, learning their patterns, he's like, it's just nuts.
he owns a supplement store, and he puts up people on nutrition programs as well. And he said he was having a slow day, and he was like, there's nothing going on. He's like, you know, what the hell? I'm going to give this stuff Lucho's talking about a try. What can I lose? So this young kid happened to walk in. He was like, yeah, this guy's not going to buy anything. Let me just go ahead and try it. the kid ended up walking out of there with $300 worth of stuff that he needed. He didn't just sell him stuff he didn't need,
Right.
but by applying the tools and asking the right questions,
Yeah.
he understood what the kid's needs were and how to provide those needs and help him find the solution. And that kid to this day, I believe, is still one of his top clients. So the stuff really works. And it's really a way of honoring your clients by listening to them and by letting them know that you're paying attention and that what their needs and goals are important to you. And I had to learn that early on in my career because I used to be a wannabe bodybuilder. So when people walked in and I weighed 220, they were like, I don't want to look like you. And I was like, don't worry, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to make you look like you want to.
So again, you guys, this is incredible tool and skill to help you generate, right, that additional income. This is a really key, important component of the whole process. So let's move on to secret number 3. So let's quick recap. Secret number 1 and secret number 2. We talked about how to generate a high quality leads and getting a line of clients with just one of our many strategies, okay, right? We shared this very, very specific strategy with you. Number 2 is once you get people in, how do you enroll them or close them with the NLP strategies that are so amazing? Like I'm telling you, once you start applying these, it's crazy. There's so much more that we want to share with you on that right now, but obviously we want to get to the core things so we can get started right now. But we got to keep moving on because you have to have secret number 3, which is the easy button to creating custom meal plans and the secret to increasing your rates. All right? So let's have some fun here. All right, now we're curious. Again, you guys be in front of your keyboards. I know you're out there. We're going to play some games. How many of you currently send people to this MyFitnessPal or some other online app, okay, that has like calorie counts and all this stuff? How many of you, just type yes, no, whatever. Have you ever used MyFitnessPal or one of those? So go ahead, you guys type those in. Remember, we got a little bit of lag time, so I'm going to keep talking here. Now, if you hate making money, keep sending them to MyFitnessPal, okay? Because you understand how this business works, right? You're sending your clients for free to MyFitnessPal or one of the other apps, and MyFitnessPal is making money off of them all day long, right? So if you hate making money, go ahead, keep sending people there, right? Now, how many of you don't hate making money? In fact, how many of you actually like making money? Now, you guys, when we're talking about money, understand that money is a very important process because as your business is profitable and successful, you're then able to do the things and give back to the community or whatever it is that you choose to do because you have a successful business. So making money is very, very important. Okay, it's a good process because it allows you the opportunity to help more people. Okay, so type in the box, do you guys like making money? Okay, we usually get like a hell yes, and that's awesome. And of course, that's why we're in business, right? And the more money that we make, the more people we're able to help. Now, if you like making money, you know, again, type it in the chat box, okay? Because I see most of you are typing in there. Now, if you do, we're going to talk with you about doing this instead, right? So most of you guys in here, I can see them coming in here. You do like making money. For those of you who don't, great. Keep going ahead and using MyFitnessPal. They're there for you. Okay, but we're going to show you, for those of you who do like making money, we're going to show you what to do instead, which is the secret weapon and the answer to increasing your rates, which means creating or equals creating custom meal plans. Okay. Now, as you know, creating custom meal plans can be hard. Traditionally in the past, right? We've heard that it sounds so hard, right? I don't want to do it all and create all these custom things and got to do it all by hand. You guys, we get it. It's frustrating. We've been doing this for a long time. We've heard all of that. You know, traditionally, right, in the past, in fact, people used to have to write these things out by hand, right? You have the chart here, and you had to fill it all in and write down, you know, you need to build each menu, it's 5 to 6 meals a day, and you base it on the grams of protein and the carbs and their lean body mass. You got to put in the amount of fat that they get each day. It has to be no more than 30% of the total calories, and out of that 30%, no more than 10% should come from fats. I mean, you guys, this is complicated, right? Are you keeping track of their workouts too? And what about their supplements? Are they taking any? And if so, how much and how often? What happens, you guys, if they get injured and they can't work out for a few days? How do you adjust their meal plan or their diet? And do you have an easy way to illustrate for them their lean mass, their fat mass, their body fat percentage, and body weight changes from week to week as well as from day one? Right? In the past, we've seen so many people that used to use Excel sheets and, you know, create ones by hand, and they were complex, and then you had to send them to people. And again, it was really hard, right? And we get it. Here's the cool thing. We did something to alleviate that pain for you guys, and there is a better way, a much simpler way. And it's by something called our What Works custom nutrition software. So by show of hands in here, awesome, you guys are right good. Yeah, you're interacting. I love it. We love your answers. Remember, there is a little lag time, so please play with us. How many of you want to see how this software works? So go ahead, type it in there, because I'm going to bring Lucho back on, and we're actually going to do a live hands-on demo here for you, okay? So go ahead, type it in there. I know you guys like making money. Thank you for doing this. Yes, sure you do. Absolutely, because this is how you're going to be able to serve more people and really, really set yourself out as an expert. So let's have fun.
Perfect. So this is what our What Works Nutrition custom nutrition software looks like. So I'm going to log in as a sample CFNS. And CFNS, of course, stands for a Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist. And close. So once you have some clients created, so these are your list of clients, I'm just going to click on this fake client called Milton Fork. And when you first get to Milton, of course, if we click edit here, you get to enter, you can put in this password. Here I can determine how long Milton has access to their meal plan. So I can give them a 30-day access, or I can give them 8 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever I want to do. Once this date reaches the end, they can no longer log in. So the way that we help you make money is you make money when you sell the initial plan, you sell the follow-up sessions, and then once they're done working with you, you can still charge them for continued access to their meal plan, which is a really cool deal. So this is how that is. And if you notice, the dates here are international dates. So that is the day to the, and then the month, and then the year. So once you do that and you create it, you click update, and that's pretty much it. Then you click on What Works, and you go to basic info. And the basic info is where you have all of your clients' basic information, their gender, their weight, their height, their age, and so on. So Milton, of course, is a male. Here's his resting heart rate, current body weight, and all the different information, all the anthropometric information. If you use the Hamway formula, it tells you what ideal body weight is. It also tells you their hydration status, what they need to drink. Here it tells you their estimated weight evolution, their current body weight, how much of it is lean mass, how much of it is fat mass, and so on. And here we have the Carbone equation, which tells the client what their heart rate should be in order to burn fat and not burn muscle, and so on. And then the cool thing is what we like. We can go here to exercises, and then we have also another tab, which is their body fat, and I'm going to open another tab, which is their meal plan. And the last tab I'll go to is their supplements. So if we go right here, this is their exercise plan. So here, Milton is swimming, breaststroke, weightlifting, and here, if I want to, I can quickly change how many hours he's exercising. So instead of 2, I'll type in 3. And if he decides to do something else, I can click on this pull-down menu, and then I can start typing. So let's say he likes to ski. So there it is, ski cross country. I just enter, and I hit tab, and I say he's going to ski 5 hours a week. And then I say add exercise. Make sure you click on it. And here he is, cross-country skiing 5 hours. And then you can go here to this little tab that says exercises, and this shows you a list of all the exercises that we have on our software. And at the very bottom, you can add a custom exercise. So you could add a custom exercise. So let's say I have a kettlebell training. And then I'd say I can give a description. So we're going to use a new rubberized kettlebell system, whatever, right? And then we figure out how many calories per kilogram per hour. That's real easy to do. You just get your client to wear a polar heart rate monitor that has a calorie burning feature to it, and or a Fitbit or anything that tells your client how many calories they're burning for an hour. Then you figure out how much your client weighs in kilograms, and then you divide the calories by the kilogram, so you enter how many calories per kilogram per hour. So let's say it's 5.3678 or whatever it is, and I say create exercise. And it helps if you click in the right place. So here I clicked on it, it's right there. If I go now back to where we were, if we go home, and go to the exercise plan, I can now click on the pull-down menu, and the kettlebell, rubberized kettlebell system will end up showing up here, and I can add it. Now the cool thing is that this will only show up for my clients, for E&W CFNS's clients. So we happen to have a CFNS or a person who's using our software in Hong Kong, and they enter the wrong information, it will not affect your clients because that will only show for their clients. So that's pretty cool, and you can edit these and move them up and down. And of course, if summertime comes and they can no longer ski, you can just click remove and it takes that out of there. The next thing that we're going to look at is their body fat. Here's what I really like.
This is so cool.
And this is really cool because the next thing that we're going to share with you, when your client comes in, you measure their body fat percentage on a weekly basis, and it draws a graph of what's going on with their body fat, and you can just trace it, and it tells you at each measurement, and it shows the dates of their measurements. And here's the really cool thing, guys. This is how your clients think that you have a crystal ball. This is how you assess on a weekly basis what's going on with your clients. If they're gaining or maintaining muscle and losing fat, then the meal plan that you created for them is perfect. If they're gaining muscle and gaining fat, well, that means that they're overeating. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Now, here's the interesting thing. When people skip meals, and I know that fasting is really, really big, we believe in measuring everything. So if your client is losing muscle and gaining fat, that typically means that they're not eating enough or they're skipping meals. Because what happens is their blood glucose levels drop, their body secretes cortisol, cortisol breaks down muscle tissue to turn it into sugar so they can continue to survive. And then that excess sugar that they didn't use gets stored for later as fat, typically around the stomach. The last one is if they're losing muscle and losing fat, what tends to happen there is that they may not be eating enough protein. Now, over the years, we found that even though people may be eating the right amount of protein, they may not be digesting or absorbing it, and that's where we now started introducing enzymes at the beginning of the program, because enzymes, digestive enzymes, ensure that not only are they digesting, but absorbing the protein that they're eating. There's typically a number of reasons for them to lose muscle and lose fat. One of them is that they're not getting enough protein. The other is that they may be getting enough protein but not digesting it. The other one is that they may be doing cardiovascular exercise at too high of an intensity. I know that HIIT is a really big hit right now. However, if you do that for too long, when you're anaerobic, you break down muscle tissue. And the other one is if they're really stressed at work, that could release a lot of cortisol, or it could be a combination of all those. So that's basically what you would do on a weekly basis to assess your client's changes. And let me show you the really cool thing. So this right here, you can just look at this number here and you go, okay, he's gaining muscle and he's losing fat. Milton, you're kicking butt. You're doing great.
Woohoo.
Here, Milton lost muscle and gained fat. You go, Milton, are you skipping meals? And Milton, well, how do you know? I have a magic ball. It's called a crystal ball. I have a crystal ball. It's called the What Works Custom Nutrition Software. So this software gives you at a glance what's going on with your client from the beginning to the end and on a weekly basis. So it's really, really cool. Now, the next thing here is their meal plan. When we look at the meal plan, you get to plan out exactly what they can eat and what they can't have. And it shows you here the grams of total protein per kilogram of lean body mass. It shows you the grams of actual protein or animal protein. If your client is obese, there's a specific amount of carbohydrates that they get per pound of body fat, a pound of body weight. And if they're not obese, there's a specific number. So we train you on exactly what are the right amounts that they should be eating to get their meal plan started. And then as you follow them on a week-to-week basis, you adjust and tweak the plan so it truly becomes a custom nutrition plan. And last but not least, it allows you to enter in here the different supplements that Milton will be eating or taking, so that if you do sell supplements, it tells the client that you need a bottle of this multivitamin a month, or you need 2 tubs of glutamine, or whatever it is, so that it kind of pretty much sells the supplements for you. We believe in normal food, and speaking of food, you can also, normal whole food. Supplement means in addition to, not instead of. However, here you can go to the end and you can add at each one of these different categories, you could add your own foods. So whether you like your client to eat the Fabergé yogurt, or if you like him to eat the Trader Joe's cottage cheese like we like, or whatever it is that you like, you can add in here. And when you're creating the meal plan, it'll show the exact numbers for the protein, the carbs, the fat, and so on. So you know exactly what your client's getting. And the last thing I'll show you is we'll go back to Milton Fork. And let's see here. Let's copy his name. We're going to log in as Milton. So in order to do that, I'm going to close these other ones. And I'm going to log out. And now I'm going to log in as Milton Fork. Oops. It works better when you can type. You don't have to be a genius to be able to do this, as I'm clearly showing. Here we go. So when Milton logs in, the first thing he's going to see his contact information, and here's his account, so he can look at his profile, or he can log out. You always want your clients to log out, but here's the basic info you can take a quick look at. And if you notice in the quick info, he is not able to change anything. So he can look at the basic info, but he cannot adjust anything. If he was to come over here and say, you know what, I now weigh 200 pounds, and hit enter, the system would check and say, well, does this person trying to change my information have the right to do this or not? In other words, are they a certified fitness nutrition specialist? And then it'll say you're not authorized to make these changes. The client cannot change anything. The only thing they can change is if they go to the meal plan, or when they go to the meal plan, they're able to say, you know what, I really don't want oatmeal. I want to have cream of rice. And then the system will tell them what is the right amount of cream of rice to have close to the same amount of carbohydrates that he was getting before. And if they say, well, I don't want to have brown rice, I want to have something else, they can scroll down and say, what if I want pasta? And they click in there and it'll tell them what is the right amount of pasta to come close to the same amount of carbs, protein, and fats they were getting before. So that's the only thing they can change. And the other cool thing is when they look at the supplements, is a nice clean sheet that tells them exactly what to take, how much, and when, and it reminds them of how much they need. So if you're a supplement store, instead of having to sell people on their supplements, they come in, they may buy a tub of protein powder, then never come back. You put them on a nutrition program, they come in on a weekly basis, which increases their chances of getting better results and increases their chances of actually using the supplements that they bought based on the right way, as opposed to letting it sit on top of the refrigerator and never using it. So that's the cool thing. Again, here when they go to the account, they go to my profile, they see when their expiration date is, so they know when they need to buy more sessions from you.
All right.
Perfect. So let me go back to our PowerPoint presentation. So this right here is what makes you look like a genius, because you can tell based on their lean body mass and fat mass changes what's going on with the client. And the reason we don't use a calories in, calories out, or 40, 30, 30, or 60, 20, 20, or endomorph, mesomorph, ectomorph, is because what happens is those things are based on quote unquote clinical research. Well, they're based on clinical research for the masses. So the way that this works, in case you've never had a statistics class, is when we do a clinical study, well, there's something called a bell curve, and the bell curve looks like a bell. That's why it's called that way. And the vast majority of the people that get the results live in this green dot right here. But what if you're the blue dots over here? That's called an outlier. And what if your clients, the majority of them are the red dots over here? They're outliers too. That means that if these people right here in green were the endomorph, mesomorph, or ectomorphs, that you're giving their advice to these people are never going to get results. Or if you're getting the 40, 30, 30 advice to the red dot people, they're not going to get results. Because the truth is that only 68% of the people in a study get the results, which means that 16 and 16, what's that? 32%. Should be 30. Yeah, 32% of the people. So if you have 10 clients, 3.2 clients are not going to get results, and the other 6.8 are. So instead of kind of hoping and guessing which one clients will be getting results and trying to kind of, you know, if this is you or your client right here, trying to beat him over the head with this quote unquote solution to a problem that is not going to fit, it's the same thing as trying to shove a square peg of a client into a round hole of a nutrition program. So instead, what we show you to do is that you create a custom nutrition plan where you meet your client on a weekly basis and you adjust the plan based on their results or lack of results, so that they're always smack dab in the middle of this curve and they're always getting results, because you're basically doing a mini clinical study on your client, as opposed to trying to apply somebody else's information to your client and then being upset because it's not working. It's not your client's fault and it's not your fault. You just don't know any better, or you haven't known any better up until now. So now that you know, here's what we want to ask you.
So we're going to go back and talk about what you guys are currently charging, right? So we're going to show you how to add an additional $10,000. So go ahead and type into the box what it is that how do you set up your programs right now? Do you charge by the hour? Do you have package pricing? Do you group things together? How do you currently do that? So I'm just going to give you guys a second Go ahead and type it in there. There's no right or wrong answer here, okay? We just want to know like who it is we're talking with as you guys fill that out. Because many times, in fact, most of the times we have people that are being like, I do $75 an hour, or I group, you know, that so-and-so gets, you know, 3 sessions, or however you guys do that, okay? So go ahead and type that in and let us know, because we're going to break this down a little bit and show you how to bring this and how to add this as a $10,000. So in the very beginning, you guys, you saw, and I'm going to go over it and recap it again. So here's an example. This is something that we call an optimum results package, because again, one of the things that we teach is packaging, and understanding your programs is very, very important. This is what can make a big difference for you. The optimum results package here is an example, and this is actually a small snippet of what we actually include. Remember we talked about in the beginning that $1,200 price point? So again, if you're not comfortable with these price points yet, make sure, you know, again, that's why we're here. We want to talk with you because we're going to show you how to up level to this. Now, here's the example where we have a comprehensive initial evaluation and assessment plus 8 follow-up sessions. Again, it's really important on how you put the languaging and how you put the program together. Now, we include with that, this isn't everything, but we include a digital food scale, a set of food storage containers, and of course, the exclusive use of the What Works nutrition software through the end of their sessions. So what happens is, again, they're going to walk out of that initial evaluation with this big armful of stuff, like all these things. And again, depending on your business, that's why I don't really have everything listed here, because it really depends on your business, on how we put together those packages, because it's all about that value, that feeling of value with your clients, right? So we're going to show you how to up level to this and have clients wanting to work with you. So let's do the math again. Again, we started off with this. So do you see how this works? So remember we talked about utilizing secret number 1, which is bringing in that line of clients. So with just 6 consultations in a week, right? With secret number 2, which is applying those NLP strategies, you're going to close a minimum. So we're talking really low numbers, are minimum of 30%. So that would be 2 of those people in those consultations purchase the program. The program package is $1,200. So you've just made $2,400 that week, $9,600 a month, $115,200 a year. Okay. So again, if you're doing the strategy with the nutrition seminars alone, you should do more than that. But if you're using the NLP, again, you should close more than 2. And if you guys totally screw it up, you're going to get 2. Right? That's the way, the process that we teach, that whole system that we teach. Now, you can charge more. We have people that are doing $3,500 for these packages, for these programs. This is the basic scenario. Even if you cut this in half, right? So let's just say you did a $600 price package, you're still at over $5,000 in the month, or what, $4,500, $4,600 in the month. Maybe it's a little over that. I'm not good at math either, right? But still over $50,000 in that year. That's if you just totally screw this up, right? That's a worst case scenario. And again, pacing these averages, this is on 12 years of us doing this business. These are averages, right? And you're still at 10 grand a month based on this scenario. How many of you would love to screw things up so much and still do 10 grand a month just on your nutrition packaging, right? So, okay, we see several of you do package pricing. Fantastic. So let us know what price points you guys are at. I know I see a couple of you are doing an hourly package. I have $75 an hour. I have $35 an hour. I have $70. Okay, I have package pricing. So again, if you totally screwed it up, you'd be at $10,000 a month just based on this scenario. And again, the more you practice, the better you get, right? And you do a little bit better. Maybe you're making 12 grand or 15 grand. Would $15,000 a month change your life right now? And what if you get really, really proficient and you're doing 15, 17, 18 a month? Would that make a difference in your life and in your business? Go ahead and type that in there. What would that mean for you? Again, we talked a little bit about this in the beginning. Does this mean that you can send your kid to college? Does this mean that you can, buy your house or buy a new car, or, finally take a vacation, get out of debt, right? What are those things? What would this difference make for you, right? Maybe it's, and we have some people that have actually created and gone through the program so that they could buy a facility in a center and actually have their own business. Okay, they actually use this in that price in that process. Very, very good. Again, I just want to share with you another one of our students, and Stephanie is also another one of our VIP clients, but she again is a really unique story, because Stephanie was a client of one of our CFNS students or graduates, right? She was a client. She had such amazing results with it that she actually decided to do this as a business. And she was able to grow her business from 1 client to over 25 clients, and that was in less than 3 weeks. So we worked with her personally, hands-on. We actually got her in applying this. She's killing it right now. She's so busy, she's like book completely solid. She loves the software. And again, this has changed her life and the time with her family as well. So I'm going to ask you guys a question, right? Is this for you, right? Is this the right thing? So if you are a gym owner, a supplement store, or fitness facility, a yoga studio, if you're a coach or a fitness industry expert, and you want to add an amazing new income stream, then this is for you. If you've been giving away your coaching, your nutrition coaching for free. Now, I'm talking to a bunch of you, okay, because I know this. We've been in this. I can't tell you how many times we've talked with like personal trainers or nutrition store employees, and they'll be like, yeah, you know, I guide them and I give them this and that. You guys, that's value. That's valuable. That has a price point to it. This is how we teach you how to change your business, right? You're tired of working really hard just to make enough money to get by, and you want to make it easy to get results for your clients. You guys, then this is for you. If you want to get paid for the nutrition coaching, right? If you want to be a nutrition coach and you're not yet certified, then you're in the right place. And if you are already certified, but you don't have a clue of what to do, you don't know what to do next to run a successful nutrition business, you guys, this is here for a reason, because I cannot tell you how many times we've had clients come to us and say, I got, 3 different certifications. I learned 101 diet modalities and I don't have a clue of what to do with it. Like, now that I learned that, what do I do, right? This is the key point. Great knowledge is wonderful, but it's not going to do you any good unless you know how to apply it, right? So if you want to have cutting edge nutrition and business information, right? Or if you've got high overhead in your business and you want to have nutrition coaches making money for you, this is really key. We have so many of our clients that actually are leveraging now this program, and they have coaches working for them. They have coaches working for them on creating leverage and income for you, okay? So there's a question. So this stuff has been pretty cool, right? It's obviously been really, really cool. You've seen how easy and cool the software is. And you guys type in, let me know here. Okay, there we go. Like, you like to help more people, etc. Go ahead and tell me, like, was that software like the coolest thing? Can you see how many hours that's going to free up for you? And now you know that this is a recipe to create a great additional $10,000 a month with a nutrition coaching business. And yet we've actually had a great time the last little over an hour here. We love doing this. We love teaching this. I know we've shared some really great stuff, but obviously an hour isn't that long. And, how many of you would like to actually work with us directly where we can help you implement what we just talked about? Because again, knowledge is great, but if you don't know how to implement it and apply it, then it's just knowledge. It's like books sitting on your shelf. So a lot of you want information, and we do have something that can help you. And yes, we do have something to sell and to share with you today. If you guys are okay with that, I want to ask your permission if it's okay if we share that with you. So go ahead and type that in there. And again, if not, we won't. But if you want us to share, again, let us know. We're going to show you what it is that we have and how you can participate, because we love doing this, okay? So while you guys are typing that in, this is what we call, and we're going to introduce you to the What Works Nutrition Solution System. We are all about systems, okay? You guys, the best and the biggest companies and the corporations in the world have gotten that way because of systems, right? They're things that are easy to duplicate and easy to recreate. This is a proven system which is designed to enroll more clients. It's designed to make you $10,000 or more per month. If you guys are already doing that, this is going to just double that. And it's going to help your clients achieve better results. You guys saw that software. This is trackable stuff. It's so, so powerful. So in other words, you guys, this system is going to help you make more money, attract more clients, and close more sales. How does that sound? Is that awesome? All right. It does seem pretty cool. Yes, it does. So thanks. So the first thing you're going to get in the system is what we call the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist course. Okay. Now with this course, you can actually get started immediately. This is an 18-module online course that's going to walk you through everything that you need to get your nutrition component generating profits in time for the New Year's resolution crowd. You guys know what time of year this is right now. What happens typically in our industry right now, right? This industry starts to slow down November and December. It's the perfect time to develop your business, to go through the course so that you're ready to go, bam, in January. Okay, the course provides a complete business-in-a-box process where you can start earning money right away, right? You receive complete online access 24/7, no matter where you are. As long as you have an internet connection, you guys, you can access this. So on your computer, on a laptop, tablet, or even on your phone. Okay, so you've just fit it into your schedule. Actually, if you go to our website, when you go to the website, you'll see I actually have a guy sitting on like the side of the beach on his laptop doing this. You can literally do that. And you're going to earn continuing education units, including NASM, NCCPT, and ISSA. So the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist program is going to show you proven strategies and systems to expand and scale your business quickly and grow your business the right way. So utilizing the What Works Nutrition Solutions system, you're going to learn the systems and techniques to increase the value that you provide to your client, okay? This is key. And you're going to learn how to increase your profitability through leverage systems and streams of income. Again, really, really important components here. Now, with the What Works Nutrition Solutions system, you're also going to get, okay, because not just the certification, but you're also going to get a 1-year license for the What Works Nutrition custom software that you guys saw earlier. Now, you just saw a quick snippet of it. Obviously, we just wanted to give you an overview. But this software provides you the opportunity to quickly and easily create custom meal plans based on the individual, not the cookie cutter, one-size-fits-all crap that's on the market today. And you guys, I'm sorry, but I call it like I see it, right? This is cutting-edge software. It's going to set you apart as a true expert, and it's going to enable you to charge what you're worth to get them the results that they desire, to get your clients the results that they desire. And again, there's no more creating meal plans by hand or using generic online programs that just spit out the same meal plans for everybody. Okay, we know what's out there. Now, here's a couple of screenshots again, just to kind of give you, again, a reminder of what you saw, but with the comprehensive and customizable software. By the way, customizable not only for your clients, but by the way, it also is customized for you with your logo and brand on the top. You actually can begin using this in your business right away, because we want you spending more time working with your clients and less time dealing with the frustration of counting calories and dealing with frustrated clients who are trying to deal with all this stuff, right? They don't want to have to be thinking about that, right? There's no more calculating meal plans by hand and wasting hours of your time. You give your clients the ease to click and choose, right? We showed you guys that. They can choose different foods. And of course, you give yourself the freedom of having to write out a ton of menus for all these people. So this, again, it's about understanding how do you leverage your time? How do you maximize this? Of course, then we teach you the process of increasing your income by doing this. You get 4 separate accountability charts for your clients to quickly and easily visualize their progress, right? You see there, that was, by the way, that's my very favorite thing. I'm very visual. And so when I was able to track and see my progress on these charts, it was like off the chart, right? Like I loved it. Okay, so also, again, calculate your clients' exact portions. The software does this all for you, so they don't have to think about it, right? They want easy. They want, give it to me, show me what to do, tell me what to eat. And I'm going to tell you something else, you guys. Here's another thing. The high-end clients, they want you to just give it to them and tell them what to do. That's what they want. They don't want to think about this. They're willing to pay for that, okay?
One of the questions we got is the software responsive? That means that, yes, it is. That whether they're on an iPhone or an iPad or a tablet or a computer, it resizes to the right size for the viewer.
Yep, they're going to be able to see all of that. So here's what you're going to get, right? Are you guys ready? Right. Not only are you going to receive the CFNS course, the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist course, to get you started right away, right? That's a value. That's what we currently sell for $9.97. You're also going to get the 1-year software license. And, oops, sorry about that. You're going to get the software license. Yeah, okay, so that's all, and that's great. Okay, so you're going to get the software license. Now, in addition to this, okay, so I just showed you those first 2. I showed you the course. I showed you the software, right? You guys saw both of that. In addition to that, you're going to have access to 3 months free of our exclusive Business Builder coaching program. Now, I had to squeeze a whole lot on this screen because this is really packed full of information. In this exclusive coaching program, we don't leave you guys hanging. Okay, you get 3 free months of direct access to us so that we can walk you through implementing your steps to success. So with this, you can extend your certification expiration date indefinitely. What does that mean? That means Most people get this done in about 6 weeks. That's kind of the average, right? From 4 to 6 weeks.
3 or 4.
3 to 6 weeks. Okay, for 3 or 4 weeks, somewhere in that range. But let's just say life happens, right? Something comes up. Guess what? As long as you're a member of the Business Builder Coaching Program, that extends the time that you have to complete it. You get the exercise, the What Works Nutrition software until you complete the certification. That's actually the student version that you get while you're doing the program. You can resubmit your materials free of charge if you don't pass the first time around. Again, there's all kinds of stuff in here, you guys. Ongoing email support, study tips, shortcuts. And access to our $1 million Rolodex and resources, you guys. That's proprietary information. Again, we chock full of stuff in here in the coaching program. You get to submit 4 plans per month to Lucho for his review. So we actually work as your kind of like over your shoulder. As long as you're a member of the coaching program, you get discounts and live call-in times and access to us. Okay, you guys? So you have access to all that in the program. In addition to that, did we mention the Get You Started templates and forms? Okay, so literally we have a done-for-you template gallery. You're gonna have access to our complete gallery to use and repurpose as needed. What does that mean? That could be the like the intake forms and the the checklist that you need, and the handouts that you need, and the articles. And you guys, there's so much in here. This alone has saved countless hours of work for our clients. Like just this alone is incredibly valuable. In fact, it has, we'll tell you what that's worth. And you also get, but this is kind of special here, when you come and work with us, you're going to get your own customized, what we call your business blueprint. And this is where we map out your business. So if you remember in the very beginning, and I'll do a recap here because we work with a lot of different types of businesses, yoga studios, nutrition stores, chiropractors, right? So they all have a different model. With this business blueprint, we actually map out your model, your exact steps to keep you on track and make sure that you have your business success. Isn't that cool, you guys? Is that pretty cool? Isn't that awesome? Cool. So here it is, you guys. We're going to recap this. What you're going to get is the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist course, valued at $997. You're going to get 1-year license for the What Works Nutrition software, value is $1188. That's what we currently sell for. 3 months free of our Business Builder coaching program. This we actually have currently at $97 a month. So that's $291 you get included in here. The Get You Started templates and forms, that's valued at $497. The one customized business blueprint, we cannot put a price on that because it's your business. We just can't, right? But would love to, but it's priceless. Total value right now, you guys, is $2,976, right? That's what we have in this program. Now, here's the deal. We had 2 choices, right? First option is we can put this all together and go as cheap as possible and just try and sell a whole bunch of these. Right? Now that obviously wouldn't incentivize us to really stack a ton of value for you. We love to work with you guys hands-on. And so the second option, while it requires a little higher investment on your end, and in exchange for that, you guys get a turnkey system and we can devote more of our resources and our time, guarantee your success. We love working with business owners hands-on. That's actually the part of our business that we love the most. And so again, that was our second option. So what you're going to get, again, is the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist course, the 1-year license of the software, 3 months of our coaching program, the Get You Started templates and forms, and the customized business blueprint. Again, value right now is $2,976, but stick with me. Okay, hold on, you guys. I know you're still there. Awesome. Cool. You're like, woohoo. Love the feedback. Cool. So stick with me because it gets even more fun. We have first bonus number 1. So not only are you getting the certification, the software, the coaching, the template, and the business blueprints, when you guys take action today, I'm going to have a fun action offer for you today. You're going to receive 1 ticket to our 3-day Monetize Your Nutrition Knowledge, Convert, Create, Automate event that's happening here in Las Vegas. Now, understand this ticket is good. I'm going to share some information here in just a second, but that ticket is good for any Monetize Your Nutrition Knowledge event in the next 12 months. So check this out. This event is a Convert, Create, Automate. It's happening live here December 4th, 5th, and 6th in Las Vegas. You still have time to join us, you guys. We have people that come in. We've had people come in like 2 days before. The fast action today includes your ticket to attend, where we are going to literally walk you through the step-by-step process of converting prospects into clients. Remember, we talked about that in the beginning. creating these customized meal plans, working hands-on with our brand new, this software, this incredible software, showing you how to put together the complimentary sessions, and then also how do you automate the whole thing, automate the complete $10,000 a month system, and then we walk you through how to install it into your business along with current marketing techniques, what's working, what's not. Again, every time we have this, it's always updated and current. So here's what's happening. You're going to get hands-on training with the software so you can create custom meal plans. This is going to position you as the expert because it lets you tell them the specific information that no one has ever told them. You're going to present the different nutrition coaching packages you have using their meta programs. Remember, we shared with you guys the meta programs earlier. This is a really key component because it makes it easy for them to say yes to your programs. You're going to learn exactly how to put your nutrition packages together in a way that makes them irresistible, and you're going to find out how to price them that makes clients feel like they're getting a much better bargain with your most expensive package without setting yourself up having to work harder than you should to be delivering it. So just having the right packages ready before the consultations gives you amazing confidence because you're not going to have to, scramble and figure out what do I offer. Again, it's all set. You know what it is. You're secure in that. And finally, you're going to learn our top strategies for enrolling the clients without having to be pushy or come across as a used car salesman. You're going to know exactly how to describe your nutrition packages using their decision-making strategies. And then you're going to walk away with our best strategies to easily enroll even the most difficult sales. And again, you're going to be seen as the expert. So here's an overview, a graphic. This is our Convert, Create, Automate graphic of everything that we're going to be covering. Actually, it's sort of just a simple graphic to make it you guys understand how simple this process really is. And so we literally take you from left to right here, from the lead generation. Like today, we just covered the nutrition seminars, right? So these are just a few of our strategies that we work with. We take you through the lead generation process into the complimentary session, right? How do you put together and how do you present the complimentary session? Then, so you're converting them from a lead now into a client, and then they purchase the packages. We help you to create and develop those bundled packages for you. Now that's going to obviously increase your income. Then there's a whole referral piece that we teach you. Now the referrals are going to roll back in and cycle through the complimentary session and selling the packages. And then there's also what we call follow-up sessions. These are super cool. Again, another income stream for you and the follow-up sessions. Then the next income stream which we cover, which is how do you automate this process? And again, this is what we like to call free money. We actually teach you how to set this up so you've done the work one time and you get paid over and over and over again. And then the cycle of accountability. So it's really fun. This is super cool. And look how simple we make this, okay? So this is the Convert, Create, Automate that we're going to cover. All right. Now, in addition to that, I just really wanted to share this piece because, again, we just feel so strongly about giving back to our community. We will be having a Sunday evening wrap and networking party. We bring in different people from the industry. We're going to have our sponsors there and all kinds of people attending this after party networking party because it's an opportunity to network with other people in the industry. And it's also going to be a fundraiser for a group that's called the 3 Square Food Bank. And this is a local food bank that is very, very well known here in Las Vegas. Every $1 in donation will provide 3 meals for the needy here in the Las Vegas area. In addition to that, we're also excited to be sharing, again, have you had the opportunity to network with some of our sponsors. We have, we love this one, Fit Vine Wine. Literally, these guys are so awesome. This is a really new product on the market. We're going to have this at the after party. It's wine.
I like their tagline. We crush grapes, you crush life.
Yeah, woohoo! So they're awesome. We're super excited to be working with them. We have Lone Star Sports and Nutrition Distribution. Again, we're really super excited to be working with them. We have a couple people that'll be there hands-on at the event, at the party. And again, they got a lot of cool stuff that they're going to be sharing here at the event. Lots of goodies, let's put it that way. And our Sports and Fitness Insurance Corporation. Again, these are just a few of our sponsors. These are the only ones I can really fit on the page right now. But again, we're very, very excited to be working with them and share the event with them. So it's super cool. And again, just a quick reminder, you're going to get the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist course valued at $997. 1 year What Works Nutrition software, $1,188. 3 months of our Business Builder coaching program, $291. The Get You Started Templates and Forms, $497. The Business Blueprint, and of course, bonus number 1, which is a ticket to our Monetize Your Nutrition Knowledge Convert, Create, Automate event. A very, very valuable ticket. Total value, guys, right now is $59.70, but stick with me. Literally, I got more cool stuff for you. Okay, bonus number 2 is an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at how we assess a current business status. We guide the business in setting goals, and we give the business step-by-step instructions on how to bridge the gap to achieve their goals in record time. So again, this is normally reserved just for our VIP clients. We're actually opening it up because we want to sort of pull back the curtain, right? We want to give you a behind the scenes look at what that is. And so for tonight, this bonus is being thrown in here. So it's again, a $1997 value just for this hot seat, what we call our hot seat event. Again, now we're going to, what you're going to get is the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist course, the What Works Nutrition software, that will do it all for you, the Business Builder coaching program, the Templates and Forms, the Business Blueprint, the Monetize Your Nutrition Knowledge event, and the VIP Hot Seat Evening. Total value now, you guys, is $7,967, but it doesn't stop there. Because I'm going to ask you a question. If all this did was finally make your business profitable, would it be worth it? If all this did was give you a kick in the butt to finally get you moving, would it be worth it? And if all this did was give you 2 to 4 nutrition program clients per week, would that be worth it for you? But guys, this is a one-time investment. You pay it one time and you never pay again. However, the knowledge and the information and everything you got will pay you forever. We're going to show this to you. Let's work some numbers. What is one client worth to you? Okay. So remember earlier I asked you guys, how do you price your programs? Like, do you do hourly, do you have packages, etc.? I asked you for some price points and you guys typed in some answers. We had everything, I think, from $35 an hour to $75 an hour and package pricing, etc. So just like think in your mind, what is one client worth? Are they worth $500, $1,000, $1,500 or more? We actually teach you at the event, we're actually going to show you how do you figure this number out, like to really figure the number out. And how much would you pay to consistently generate $5,000, $10,000 or more every single month, right? Would you probably pay $5,000 if you could consistently generate $5 grand? Because that's a great return on investment, right? You invest $5 grand one time and then you're making $5 grand every month for the next 12 months, right? That is, or well, so whenever, right? That's a great ROI, right? We talk about return on investment, knowing your numbers. So if you generate just $5,000 in your first, or let's say even 2 months, in 2 months, would it make sense to pay us $5,000 one time to work with you hands-on to set it up? You guys, you know, I'd love to have, you know, go ahead, answer in the box. Would that make sense to you, right? Isn't that a great ROI? Then every sale past your first or second month, and again, I'm being really lenient here because again, we have people doing this in 2 weeks. Every sale past your first or second month is pure profit from that point on, right? This is knowledge and working with coaches who have done this consistently for over 12 years. So you can see why it's a great deal at $5,000, right? And just so you guys know, the general public for right now, it's priced at $29.97. And because we want to make this a complete no-brainer, and I want to sweeten the pot even more, we have bonus number 3, which is for those of you who are the fast action takers, you're actually going to receive 10 attendee tickets. Now, these aren't the full all-inclusive tickets. These are just for people to attend. So if you want to bring a spouse, a business partner, maybe somebody else that you know that's in the industry or in the business, we're going to give you 10 attendee tickets, which you can give away or sell and pocket the money. Now, just so you know, we actually do sell these attendee tickets for $197 a piece. We do have people that come in from the industry, they just to attend, or they've been to our programs in the past, they want to come back again, and it's $197. So you can sell the ticket, you can sell it for whatever price point you want, but just using the $197, you actually now have value of $1,970 that you can give away or sell and pocket the money. So if you sold each one of those tickets for $197, And by the way, you're actually this is gonna be more than double because we have actually an extra special thing tonight I'll share with you. But let's just say you sold each one for $197, you will have almost doubled your investment. It's actually more like quadrupled now, but it'll be a quadruple if you sold it at that price point. You don't have to. You can give them away, or you can sell them for $100 a piece. So here's the recap. Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist course, $997. 1 year of the nutrition software, $1,188. 3 months of our coaching program, $291. The Get You Started templates and forms, $497. The business blueprint, the bonus number 1, bonus number 2, and bonus number 3, which is a total value of $9,937. So you can get started now for now hold on, it's going to come in here because the regular price today, you guys, is $14.97, but do you see that cross out? Okay, so here's something really, really important. The early bird price was $9.97, that's gone, okay? The regular price was $14.97, and the discount, the discounted price was $14.97, the full price is $29.97. Right now it's discounted at $14.97, but I actually have that crossed out because here's what happened. This is our last webinar before our event, and we still actually have a couple seats left. So in full disclosure, we want to have a full room, you guys. It's all about how can we all interact and share with each other and learn, right? So as we mentioned, it's very hands-on work. It's limited space. Sorry about that. It's limited space. And we actually have a Act Fast special offer. However, before I show you that price, I want you to know that it's only available through this link that's on the screen. We're going to actually type it in the box here for you. Or I'm going to type it in. It's only available through this link, and it's only available through Sunday, November 22nd. So you can go on over. We have this very special offer, breaking the bottom. Save $1,000, you guys. Again, this is only being offered on this webinar. We've never offered this price before, but we wanted to do a special deal because we have a couple of seats left. I'm actually going to, hold on one second, I'm going to type it in the box here because it's really important that on monetizeyourinnutritionknowledge.com/WS. You must have that WS because that's our webinar special page. Because if you go over to the regular page, you're actually going to see the early bird pricing there is still showing $9.97 because that ends tomorrow. So even, again, this is $4.97 today. The early bird pricing on the regular page ends tomorrow, and then it goes up to $14.97, and then it goes to $29.97. So again, this is the link. I popped it into the thing. You can click on that link, but stick with me because we're going to share a couple things for you. Because not only is it $4.97, but we got a couple other ways that you can do this and literally without any money out of your pocket. So, oh, actually first, you guys have 2 choices here. Your first option is you can do nothing and not take this opportunity. You guys, that's 100% risk-free, right? Do nothing. You were on the webinar. You learned a few good things tonight. We gave you some strategies. Cool. But the question is, are you still going to be doing the same thing 6 months from now? Where are you going to be at, right? The second option is pony up this small investment today. And you guys, we've never had the price point at this as it is. I'm just telling you that. That's just straight up what we want to do for tonight. Compared to all the value that you're going to give in return, and just give it a shot, you guys. For $500, literally, you can't go wrong. We absolutely value loaded this whole program. And if it works, great. Great. And if not, ask for your money back and we'll part as friends. Seriously, we have a crazy freaking guarantee. So here it is. Sign up now. You get instant access to the online course and to the software, right? You get that right away. The guarantee is you complete the 18-module course and attend the next live event, right? Because this is where we really give you the hands-on stuff. And if at the end of the event you cannot see how to easily make back your full, and again, it was $14.97, but we're even going to say $4.97 back in less than 2 months, we'll refund your entire purchase price. And remember, you also had those 10 tickets. So that alone right there, you will have made the money back. But again, it's just $497 to get started now by going to monetizeyourinnutritionknowledge.com/WS. I typed it into the chat box so you can just click on the link. And the real question for you is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which if it does even half of what we've claimed today on the webinar, It will more than pay for itself. And that's actually now, because of this price point, it's going to more than pay for itself with one client. One client. And I guarantee you, you get that first client on this program, they're going to be telling all their friends, because we know that's what happens. They're going to be like, this is so cool. Okay, really, it happens. So one more, next question for you is, you guys are probably familiar with this. Other quote unquote opportunities can take 3 to 5 years to get back your initial investment. You open up a franchise, they're hundreds of thousands of dollars. With this, you get your entire investment back from your very first sale. In fact, before your first sale, because you get those 10 free tickets that you can get even before you've ended up over here.
Yeah, no franchise comes with a 100% money back guarantee that I know of.
Nope, not at all. So we're going to show you, stick with us here. We're actually going to show you what happens when you click on this link and how you use that code. Okay, whoops. There we go. So this is the website page. Okay. So this is the website page. You can go, and actually if you scroll down, you're actually going to see in here, it covers everything that's included. There's also a schedule. If you go down here, there's everything in the registration. We've covered that. There's the regular price. Here is our breakdown of the schedule. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And, oh, that doesn't show our evening. Oh, okay. So Sunday evening, by the way, you'll want to plan on staying Sunday evening. Oops, I think this page is missing our Sunday evening event and all of our sponsors, so I apologize. Yeah. So if you click on one of the links.
And also Friday morning, for those of you that are signing up today, you'll get to come in to do the VIP event.
The VIP is Friday morning. So if you click on that link, and it still says $9.97, okay, there, but it should be, it's $14.97. There we go. So we just saw a little, hey, you know what? We miss stuff sometimes. So you're going to enter the promo code, ACTFAST, and hit apply. And you're going to see, there it is. It brings down, takes off 1,000. It's $4.97. And you guys even have the option of doing 2 payments. Okay? You have the option of doing 2 payments. So 1 or 2 payments, and that's not all.
Just tell you the dates of the payments.
Yep, and the dates that they're due. So if we go back really quick, we're also going to show you how to get this whole program, and you're not even going to have to pay for it for the next, well, hold on, let's do a recap really quick again. So again, you guys have this, the total thing, you know, you can see what it is, but the total value is $9,937. And we still have, you guys are still here with us. So again, if you haven't signed up yet, there's probably one of three reasons. Number one is you don't have a business yet. Guess what? This is the perfect time and the perfect reason to be doing this now. Do you want to be starting from scratch and creating things and recreating the wheel? Why not have a clear plan and a strategy, okay? For people who are just starting up and want to start their business, this is a perfect opportunity. Reason number 2 is you're nervous if you're enough of an expert to charge these rates. It's imperative that you be here with us. This is where we walk you through this. This is probably one of the most important things, and the biggest results that we've seen for our clients is helping them walk through those blocks, right? Those walls that we have set up because we think that we cannot do that. We're going to show you how you can and why you can. And reason number 3 is that maybe you think it's too expensive, which to me is crazy, but we value pack this as much as we absolutely can. At $497 to get your business up and running and to be bringing in $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month. Again, I don't even know how I could respond to that. So you can either make money or you can make excuses. That's pretty much it. So lastly, well, we're going to wrap this up, and I will share with you how you can get this actually completely free for 6 months. We're here to share with you that we are here because we speak from experience. We have created the Certified Fitness Nutrition Specialist Program, the What Works Nutrition Software Program, and the What Works Nutrition Solution System. We spent 12 years of trial and error to discover these secrets that we are giving to you today for a very, very small investment, you guys. We have put a lot of time, energy, and money into developing this because we know it works. So you can spend countless hours trying to do it the hard way, and our question for you is, why would you want to do that? Okay? So get started today. We're going to share with you how you can make this December the best December you've ever had. Now, December is typically the slowest month of the year in the industry. We're going to show you how to make the most of the December. Again, when you join us in Vegas to work on your business, you're going to go home ready to roll out your programs just in time for the New Year's resolution crowd. Okay? Invest now, profit immediately. Again, you get all of this included, you guys, the software, the course, the coaching, the templates, the blueprint, the tickets, the VIP and the free tickets giveaway, $9,937. You also get the 10 attendee tickets. Remember that. That's for you guys to do. Remember, we promised, by the way, that you can get started with no money out of pocket. Not only is that one way, but here, if you have not yet used PayPal credit, again, this is how to use other people's money, right? They have a program where you can do no payments and no interest if paid in full within 6 months. This is for purchases of $99 or more. So literally, you guys, for $497, you can get started today. You can start making money right away. You can be set up and running for the New Year's resolution crowd, and you're going to be making bank for the next 6 months with no payments or no interest. So paying off that $497 is
no payments and no interest.
Yeah, no payments and no interest. So literally, you pay $497 to borrow their money for 6 months for free. So we'll wrap it up with this. Again, you can get started now. We put the link in the chat box right there. $497 today. I will tell you, this is absolutely going away on Sunday. It's going to go back up to full price. Again, we'd love to have you here. You have plenty of time. We have amazing places for you guys to stay. We have great deals for you. Las Vegas has phenomenal stuff. Our whole event is being held at the Aria Hotel, which is beyond gorgeous, absolutely fantastic. So here's the deal, you guys. Click on the link. You cannot go wrong. Even if you cannot make the live event, so let me just tell you, if you cannot make that live event, you still can get everything included. And remember, you have 12 months to use that live event ticket. We do this a live event 2 times a year. We do it in December and June. So if you cannot make December 4th, 5th, and 6th, you can still get started on the program. You can still get everything that was included with it, and you get to join us in June or next December, either one. Obviously, the sooner the better, because obviously we want to be able to work with you hands-on and really get you rocking and rolling. So again, even if those dates don't work, again, you still have the opportunity to get going, get started, and use that ticket. And you can sell the other 10 tickets too. So maybe you know somebody who might want to come. You can sell them the attendee tickets, or you can refer them to us as well. They still have with this link through Sunday. So we do have a secured voicemail line. If you have any questions that we haven't answered tonight, we're more than happy to answer them for you. And
you can also put them in the chat box.
Yeah, you can type it in the chat box. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can type it in the chat box. But we do have this phone number, 949-464-8764. The only thing that we ask, I know you guys have a couple questions on there. The only thing that we ask is that you do leave the detailed message. We want to know that you are serious about coming, and maybe it's just a logistics question. That's fine. It will be held. You'll put in your name, your billing address, phone, email, and credit card number with expiration. We will call you within 24 hours, probably a lot faster than that. And we will not charge your card until we've answered all of your questions, okay? But we just ask that you leave all that information so that we know that you're serious and that we're not, taking time away from other people that have other questions. So again, if you're not available the 4th, 5th, and 6th, you're going to miss a great party on the 6th, and you're going to miss a great event, but that's okay, because we're going to do it again in June. You can utilize your ticket for that. You're still going to get all of the other bonuses included. You're still going to get the course. You can get started immediately. In fact, when you register, you will immediately be sent to the online course. So we love doing stuff like that. It happens right away, like immediate satisfaction, gratification. There we go. So with that, you guys, we so appreciate you taking time out of your evening. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate all your interaction. I know we ask a lot of questions. We do that. We love the feedback. We love the interaction. So thank you for taking time for joining us. We're here to answer questions. We'd love to see you in Las Vegas. If not, we can work with you over the phone. You get all the coaching. You get all that included. And again, we appreciate your time. Have a fantastic evening, and we look forward to working with you. Thanks again. Okay, almost there. Let's see.